This is the Retro Smash Video Game Podcast. Wherever you are, wherever you may be listening, thank you for hanging out with us today. Live from the Gene Parmesan Memorial Studios, we are a retro video game podcast where three old friends sit around, drink beer, or whatever we want, I guess, because I haven't really drank anything
last few episodes.
Well, the 2 episodes ago, we recorded the week that I was supposed to go to see my doctor. We recorded the Tuesday before my appointment on Friday, and this is the same case where I'm going to see her on Friday, but I am now 7 pounds down from last month. So trying not to... I'm trying not to lose it. I got a frog in my throat.
Yeah.
It's bad. Joining us here in studio, he's Andy.
What's Kermit doing in your throat there, buddy?
He's just, he's hanging around. And joining us from the Cup on a String Radio Network, he's Ricky. Ricky, how are you?
Oh, Kermit, I can't wait to do this with you.
Nice. Ricky, how you been, kiddo? Good to see you again.
I'm back again. Let's see what we got this time. A lot's really going on. As far as gaming goes, I'm still playing Dex. It's not really that long of a game, I can promise you. I've just been really sluggish on playing it.
You've only been playing it for months now.
I've only been playing it for like 2 years now. Yeah. I'm like 3/4 of the way through it. And again, I'm pretty sure that if I actually just sat down for like 3 or 4 hours, I'd probably finish the damn thing and call it a day. However, I just want everybody to know right now that there were a few other games that I have been playing. 2 of these games I actually did not purchase, like full on purchase, but I used like a bunch of my Nintendo points to purchase them. So nice. Don't jump on me about spending all my money. One of them was Choices That Matter, and then The Sun Went Out. And the other one is Slay the Princess.
So what are those?
Slay the Princess is one of those games where you play as the choices that you make and it changes up the game and how everything goes on. It's actually really good, and there are so many different endings to it, like multiple, where you play this charming prince. You start off and they literally tell you the first thing that you're told is you're walking in the woods, you're going to kill this princess. That is what you are strictly here to do. And of course, you have your moral qualms about that. It gives you a whole like choice tree where you argue with the narrator, go back and forth, and every playthrough that you do, it affects the next playthrough, and so on and so forth.
Oh, okay. So kind of like Undertale situation.
Kind of, yeah. I would definitely recommend it. It's really fun. If you're doing like a full playthrough, because it'll make you play through like 4 or 5 different chapters, it might take like about 2 hours to do. Maybe, but it's really fun. Highly recommend, at least 9 out of 10. And then the other one that I'm playing is called Choices That Matter, and then The Sun Went Out, which is basically like a text-based scrolling game. The sun goes out one day and you play a scientist trying to figure out how to fix the problem. Every choice that you make, it just switches up the story quite a bit. So one of those choose your own adventure sort of games.
That one's text-based, you said?
Yep, that one is text-based. That one's fun. It's definitely one of those, just like I just want to pick up my Switch and I just want to do something on it, but I don't really feel like actually playing anything. It's good for that. However, with both of those being put out of the way, I did actually spend money on my Switch. Broke my promise, guys. Couldn't help it.
I think you can be forgiven on this one.
I think so. There was a democracy game that came out not too long ago, and I really wanted to play it because I really enjoy those type of games where you can implement different policies and government choices to see if you can do things a little bit better. Bad news, I can't. I've done like 3 playthroughs in America, and everything that I have tried to do to improve this little garbage ass country was shot down immediately. Like so fucking America. Bad. I'm not joking. Every decision that I made, the American people hated it. I did not get reelected in any of my gameplays. I got one term. A bunch of my cabinet members quit.
Damn.
And literally,
Jeez.
Yeah, they were like, you're not watching out for our people, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you guys all fucking suck, man.
Well, no wonder you're calling them they suck.
Yeah.
I'd hate you as a president, too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can't help it. You know, it was a whole lot of, I'm trying to do what I think is best. You know, maybe we should give free lunches to the kids. Maybe we can cut back on military spending. And people were like, how dare you do that in this country? I increased the taxes on the richest. I increased capital gains tax. It wasn't just rich people that were getting upset. It was like the middle class was like, how dare you increase? And I was like, you guys, I'm not even increasing your taxes. What are you mad about?
So you played at Kamala Harris Simulator 2024, essentially, is what I'm hearing.
Oh my God, brother. It was like, nope, it was worse because it was more like I was playing Bernie Sanders Simulator. No joke. I was told on multiple occasions that I was probably going to end up getting assassinated by these far right-wing conservative church groups, and because they did not like anything that I was doing at all. I was instilling like free school programs, free bus programs, pushing all sorts of like healthcare, and they were like, "You're spending our money on the wrong stuff, boy."
Get this guy out of here.
You live though. Did they just oust you, or did they really oust you? Like the mafia would oust somebody.
No, I didn't get ousted. At the end of my term, I got fucking swept under the goddamn rug. One of the elections, I got like, I can't even, 13% of the vote.
13%?
Jeez.
Yeah, 13% of the vote. I got fucking mollywopped. That's not to say that I'm still not playing it. I'm just trying to get better
What was
and
this
better.
game called again?
It's called Democracy 4.
4, like number 4?
Yes, Democracy is the number 4. Yeah, this is the 4th game in the Democracy series.
I might try my luck.
The same thing
Yeah,
about
good luck.
Sim City is the closest I've ever got to being a mayor, and as low as my approval rating got, I've never gotten threatened to be assassinated.
Dude, it's kind of funny playing games like this where you're like, no, these are steps that we could take to improve the general life and for everybody. And everyone's like, I hate every decision that you're making. Why would you make this decision? And I've played another one of these games before. I think I played Democracy 3. I was killing in that game. It was great. I basically tried to do the exact same strategy and it did not work. Like the developers were like, oh, I ain't doing this bullshit. None of that's going to work this time around. I was like, oh, we'll do shit for the parents and for the poor people. And that's who will come out and vote for me. Them motherfuckers did not come out and vote for me. They hated me.
You pissed everybody off to a 13%
I did.
popular vote.
So, and I only played in America. There are other countries that you could play, such as the UK or France or Spain. I think Italy, Japan, China, Canada. So they do have different options. America is set on easiest setting.
And you still had 13?
Yes.
I mean, like Germany just had their elections recently, and there was like, I didn't know there was like 27,000 people running. Like, apparently they do the whatever the level based voting, I think is what they call it. Maybe it's not, but there was like 9 different candidates from 9 different parties. They have like a far right, far right, moderately right, just a little bit to the right, and then just like the middle. I don't know. It's like that. Set your meter 1 to 10 or whatever. It's like that's pretty much how it was. I was like, oh my God, that's a lot of candidates. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
$26.99 on Steam.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not a bad game. I mean, if you have time and patience to go through it, and you learn different strategies to try to get through it. My new strategy is I'm just going to give the American people what they want, and I'm just going to turn it into a conservative hellscape. So I guess that's how my next gameplay is going. I'm just going to imitate real life, I suppose.
Nice.
I've been playing that Oregon Trail game on the Switch as well. I would highly recommend that. I think I have recommended it before. They have different scenarios that they just released for DLC, so I picked those up, or I finally downloaded them because I had them initially when I bought the game. They've been pretty fun, pretty historically based as well, like a pretty historically grounded game where they even use certain scenarios that happened in the past when the initial travelers were heading out west to Oregon. So they'll take like certain tales or certain historic events and they'll add those in, up to and even including the, oh no, I can't think of their name. It's the family, I can't think of it. They turned into a bunch of cannibals. Yes, the Donner Party's even included in it.
Donner Party of 5.
Yeah. Babies eat free.
That might be the darkest joke we've ever had on this podcast. What's your strategy for Oregon Trail, by the way? I'm just kind of curious. Like, I've got my own 2 or 3 different strategies. What's your go-to strategy for Oregon Trail?
You know, that's funny because with this newer version, there's at least like 10, maybe 15 different types of characters you can take with you. It's still a party of 4, but there's like quite a few of them. They fill out differently. So you got like the church clergy, or you got like a banker, or the farmer, or the adventurer, or the Native American, the musician, the seamstress, so many different ones that you can go with. It just affects the party differently. I'd like to say that I have so far made it on all of my trips successfully with no one dying of dysentery.
So when you said clergy and farmer and adventurer and musician, for some reason I went to like rogue, ranger, bard, adventure. I'm like, wouldn't that be hilarious to do a D&D style of Oregon Trail? It's not like set in one specific place. You're playing Oregon Trail, but your party is going via Conestoga wagon across like this long landscape. I think that'd be pretty funny.
I mean, I would actually play that. I 100% would. That would be pretty great.
Are they going through the world of D&D so there's like actual dragons and
Yeah.
orcs? Okay.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, still, you're going to have to find your own food. You're going to have to ford the river. You're going to come to cities where you can trade and stuff like that. As opposed to you're riding through a forest. You come to some water, whatever. The very stereotypical D&D trope. I think that'd be very funny that you have to really, really pregame. And then once everybody in the party is set, then you guys just go. And then you run into bandits and warlocks and dragons and, caves and storms and shit like that. And you can catch different diseases. I mean, I think that'd be like a really interesting concept for like a D&D style
Campaign.
Yeah, campaign. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
I would absolutely be down to play. That would sound like it'd be a blast. I would be down for that. Other than that, that's where I'm at. That's the life of Ricky catching up with you. I have spent almost 10 minutes talking about this. Dear Lord. Andy, what's going on in your world, big guy?
A little late today because I had to terminate somebody. P.S. Don't break the rules and don't get fired. Pretty simple, but...
was it theft? That seems to be...
That's usually my number one. This one's a little rarer. So in the state of Indiana, you cannot play lottery at the...
Were they banging their employee? Is that what that was, Andy? Were they the boss banging the employee, bud?
Haven't had that happen yet, thankfully.
Cough. It's not like you were totally that person.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cough.
I don't know what you're talking about. No, in the state of Indiana, it's against the law to play lottery in the place that you work at. And this person, despite the fact had several warnings, still continued to do it. So goodbye.
Ooh.
Other than that, moving slowly still into the house. I'm about, 95% in there. It's just a bunch of Legos. That's all that's left to move in.
So when you say you can't play it at the place you work at, is that like while they're clocked in?
No, period.
Oh, you can't. Like if I'm
Yes.
off the clock, I can't come in and be like, hey, can I get a couple $5 scratchers?
Correct. You have to go to the gas station or literally anywhere else because it's the freaking lottery. They're everywhere.
I'm trying to think of
There
all the
is
places.
at least 4 other locations within the block from where we worked at.
Right. I'm thinking like even in our little city that we live in, I'm trying to think 1, 2, 3. Can you still in the grocery store?
Yeah.
I think you can. Yeah. Inside the Walmart, 5, 6, 7, any gas station.
Yep.
So we have 9,000 people that live in this city and there are 13 different places you can buy lottery tickets.
Plus some, I'm sure.
Right. Yes. Plus something I'm
Andy,
missing.
what you should have done instead, bud, was you should have gotten that person help and called the gambling addiction hotline before you fired them. Jesus.
They had several warnings.
You fired this person in this garbage economy? Oh my God, they'll never find a job ever again.
She kept playing the poor people tax and
Oof.
it caught up to her.
You know, I gotta say, of all the poor people taxes that I pay, I'm glad that that's not one of them, man. I do not touch the lotto. I don't. That's not it.
It's a bad addiction.
I've gone to the casino a couple times because I have been invited or because I was kind of forced to go for a mandatory job trip, mandatory holiday party for work.
Oh, okay. It's like, you better show up to this casino, otherwise you're fired. What?
That's kind of what it was like. Yeah, they gave us like $100 or whatever and was like, okay, you have to be here. This is your money. This is the holiday party. You have to attend
I
it.
just pocketed the money and called it a day.
I mean, like they drove us down there, drove us back up, and we got free drinks or whatever, or a couple of free drink coupons. So it was okay for the most part, but I was like, I don't ever want to do this shit ever again. I do not like just putting money into the garbage can and setting it on fire.
Yes.
That is not a thing I enjoy.
Heard that.
just give me your money.
Yeah.
Sign up to Patreon at
Don't play the lottery. Sign up for Patreon.
What you been up to?
Getting my identity stolen. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I heard. Jesus H.
Yeah, what the
that's-
fuck, bro?
Yeah, somebody hacked my personal email account, which is weird because my password, hindsight, wasn't like very...
Was the password 1234?
It was not. It was 14 characters long. It's a 9-letter word.
Motherfucker.
It was not motherfucker, but it was 1 capital letter and then 4 numbers, and there was 1 symbol, and the rest were lowercase letters. And they managed to guess it, and they pretty much locked me out of my Xbox Live account, my PlayStation account. They took $400 from me in the form of PlayStation, and which, by the way, PlayStation Network, we're gonna officially shout them out because the guy that I talked to yesterday, he did an absolute over-the-top phenomenal job helping me out and getting everything situated again. Took a half hour.
Damn.
He's like, okay, you're going to have to work with me here. We can do this together. I said, okay. He's like, I'm going to send you an email. Do not click on them yet. Click on this first one here. Reset this. Now we're going to send you a different one. Click on this. Reset that. So I see their charges on here. Let's deal with those. Which ones are you disputing? I'm like, these three. I told him debit card's closed out. He's like, okay, we'll put in a ticket. We'll get this refunded to you through your account. The money's back in my account already.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so that money's back in my account. I got to get hold of Microsoft about the other stuff. But yeah, they locked me out of my Xbox Live. They locked me out of my Steam, my Reddit, my Discord. I think I was talking so much smack about people who were sending me those fake emails that they finally got mine.
We saw what you've been watching.
Yeah, they sent me something like that. And I'm like, oh, I don't care. If you see anything you like, speak up.
Did you say they were asking for Bitcoin?
Yeah, they're asking for $500 in Bitcoin to have everything back and not send videos. My personal email, I was essentially using it to send pictures of defective products at work.
Ew, you disgusting pervert.
I know, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, this scuffed hinge, does that do it for you?
God.
Does this scratch on this mirror just make you horny, baby? No, I send it from my personal email to my work email.
Yeah.
Then I send that to the vendors and say, hey, this is broken. Here's a picture of what's going on. Can we get credit or can you get this replaced for us? Most of the time, they're like, oh, yeah, we can help you out. So he's like, oh, we got videos and stuff of you. I'm like, unless you're going to sift through 25,000 defective boat parts, you're not getting anything out of me. And if you see anything you like, speak up. That's the golden rule.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm prepping for Do the Mario, which will have passed. It's this coming Saturday on the 8th is when my run is.
All right.
I'm running Super Mario World, all Switch Palaces, and I'm running Super Mario Kart, all time trials, which somebody commented on. I can't catch a break because somebody commented on one of my YouTube shorts when I was doing the Donkey Kong, my first clean lap on Rainbow Road. They said, oh, I'm the retro gaming guy. That's my entire personality.
What? Jerk ass.
I put that in the Discord. I'm like, whoever has my voodoo doll, please put it back. So then I had to make a new Discord because I can't get a hold of Discord, delete my old account. There's nothing in my old email right now. So I've deleted it, everything. I have nothing in that account. It's just waiting to be closed in 30 days. I changed the password. It's just sitting empty right now. But I had to make a new Discord. I used that Discord to sign up for Retrothon and No Glitches Allowed. Both of them, I put in Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Twisted Metal Black. For Retrothon, I put in Jurassic Park. I put in Super Mario Kart. And I think I put in Rock and Roll Racing. No, actually, I think I put in Streets of Rage 2. I put one additional one. But for No Glitches Allowed, I did Twisted Metal Black, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Hotline Miami. And I've never ran it before for a marathon, and I'm a little excited if they accept it. Infernax, the Ultimate Evil Run.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never ran that for a marathon before. I'm going to do the Maxime Gun,
Yeah.
the Contra Ultimate Evil.
Hell yeah.
Hold on, let me get my charger for my laptop. I'll be right back. Give me 30 seconds. Here, hold on. Hey, what are you guys drinking tonight?
You know your boy, the Ricky, is drinking the Mickeys. The Rickies and the Mickeys are in the mix. I figured out my cap shortly after I popped it. It was pull my finger. Andy, what about you? What are you drinking?
I was in a rush, so I stopped by the gas station and grabbed a Johnny Bootlegger Scarface
God.
Sour Raspberry.
Disgusting. Absolutely
Yeah.
disgusting. Those are bottom shelf, what, $5.99 to buy at the liquor
I think
store?
it was like $3.99.
Yeah.
Some like McCormick ass fucking gross booze.
You know, let's do this since he's out for a second. I went to my younger sister's birthday party. She just turned 33 a couple weeks ago. So happy belated birthday. Not that she listens to the podcast, but I found out at my grandpa age of 36 that I could literally drink an entire group of people under the age of 35 under the fucking table pretty
I
solidly.
don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I'm going to put it like this, man. My older sister, who is 5 years older than I am, was also able to drink that entire fucking group under the table. Like, I'm not joking. When I said we drank the party down, it was over with at 11 because we had drank them under the table that fast. Party started at 7. Everybody was out by 11 because we had drank them down.
God damn.
That's impressive.
They were all making fun of me. Oh, your brother's an alcoholic. He drank too much, blah, 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 blah. Mind you, I only had like maybe 4, maybe, and I say this very, very maybe 5 beers that night.
That's it?
That's it. And I
Now
was
I'm sounding like an
drinking
alcoholic.
Mickey's and Colt 45 that night. I was like, guys, I don't think that y'all should be like this far gone. However, I will say to their credit and to their benefit, they aren't necessarily drinkers and they don't necessarily know how to party.
Yeah, they're more smokers, aren't they?
They're mainly smokers.
Oh, Joe, so that kind of party.
So,
Nice.
you know, when they're drinking, it's like, let me do a shot of something while I'm smoking. And I'm like, you know, I pulled out the deck of cards and I'm like, who's ready to play Ride the Bus? And they're like, what's this? And I was like, and I was like, the end of all of your lives.
You didn't play Bet Your Liver?
Oh my God, I wouldn't do that to those poor kids. And by kids, I mean they're all in their 30s, guys. I'm not.
I was going to say those
just drink-
kids.
The youngest person there was my youngest sister, who is 22, 23, I think. And I get her because she had her 4th kid now, so I understand her not drinking. But all the other ones, I was like, you don't want to do this with me. And they're like, well, I can drink with you. I was like, no, you can't. This is me telling you as a person who gets drank under the table and still drinks a lot. You guys can't do this. It's only 7 o'clock. I said I can do this until about 3, maybe 5 in the morning. I went out ready to party. I was prepared for it. I did not expect us to be done by 11. I was a little surprised by that one.
Well, are you drinking anything?
Yeah, Weldy, what are you drinking?
Gatorade Zero. I got my health screening this week.
Yep.
I got to get my blood screened sometime between now and Friday because they got to test it. Make sure my thyroid's still in check. That's the joy of turning 35, I guess.
You got that Andre the Giant thyroid problem, huh? That pituitary gland just growing and growing?
I think so. I told the doctor, I was like, listen, I take like 12 to 14,000 steps a day at work and do the elliptical and watch what I eat, and I'm still not losing weight. She ran tests on me and she went, yeah, you have a hyperactive thyroid. I'm like, what's that mean? She's like, your thyroid is pretty much shutting down your metabolism. That's why you're not burning any weight. She put me on a medicine. My weight's been kind of fluctuating, but I'm down 26 pounds since last July.
Damn.
Well, now we're back on the right track because I was at 300 and then the Christmas season hit and then I gained 7 pounds over Christmas. I'm back down that 7 pounds and I weighed right at 300 today when I was at work. So that was pretty good. So I'm trying to keep everything in the same ballpark.
Maybe we'll get you on that Ozempic.
No, she brought that up. That's so weird because the people that take that and then they get off the Ozempic, they gain like all of the weight back. And I'm already down 87 pounds total. I'm like, I really don't want to regain all that back.
That's fair.
I've carried around 87 pounds at work. I had to put a big box on the scale a couple days ago and it was 87 pounds. I went, oh my God, that's how much weight I used to have on my body.
Jeez.
Oh, that reminds me, since you brought up weight, I think I mentioned it the last episode, but
yeah, you're down like a shit ton of weight. How's that going for
yeah,
you?
the last time I saw it, this is funny. So I lost all that weight and then I put back on like 5 pounds and then I ended up losing that 5 pounds and I lost a couple more on top of that. So I am hovering right now between 168 and 172.
Oh my
I wish I could say that.
God. I don't think I've weighed that since I was 14.
So mind you, I'm really close to my target weight, which is about 155 and 165. If I'm fluctuating in between like those 10 pounds, I'm fine and happy with it. But it's crazy to me, just like cutting back on the amount of alcohol did to me. Like I am in a much healthier state and I can even tell my face isn't as dry. My eyes don't have bags under them and my belly's not as bloated. It looked like I was literally smuggling a whole fucking basketball in my shirt. But yeah, so since I stopped drinking as much, I have lost almost 25 pounds since October.
Nice. So you and I have lost the same amount of weight since like July, October.
My goal is to be down about another 5 to 10 pounds here within the next couple of months.
Do it. I'm proud of you, dog. Do it.
Thank you. Weldy, you got a game for us, bud?
I got something a little better for you. We're going to go right into this week's subject because you guys are going to do another blind ranking.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck me.
Oh, yeah. This week, we're going to be doing a blind ranking of third-party developers. We have disqualified Nintendo, Sega, Sony, SNK, Atari, and Mattel. And I have also, just to sweeten the pot a little bit and to make things a little more difficult for you, I have also disqualified Capcom and EA. We're going to get to 25 developers on here. You guys will have to blind rank where all these are, and I'll write all this down for you. We'll shed out some background on some of these. Maybe some of these developers, obviously, you've heard of. Some of these, maybe you don't, but you're like, oh, yeah, they did make that, didn't they? Takes you back a little bit.
You know, it's funny that you say this because and I'm not joking, while sitting here, I unfortunately have jumped back on Twitter a little bit because recent events in wrestling kind of forced me to. I needed an outlet for it. But I just saw that the developer Acclaim is being resurrected. And one of the guys that's sitting on the board for the resurrection is wrestling legend Jeff Jarrett, who
what the fuck?
Yes. So I was a mixture of my video gaming and wrestling, just like kind of collisioning right there. So I hope that wasn't on our list.
Acclaim is not on the list. I tried to go with some well-known name developers on here. So I put the list together, did a random draw. We are going to start with number 1. Number 1 is Level 9 Computing. Level 9 was a British developer of computer software active between 1981 and 1991. They produced software for the Spectrum, Commodore 64, Atari 8-bit computers, the Apple II, and the Amiga and Enterprise platforms, best known for its successful text adventure game until the general decline in the text adventure market forced their closure in June 1991. The text adventure games included but not limited to Colossal Adventure, Adventure Quest, Snowball, Lords of Time, Return to Eden, Silicon Dreams, Gnome Ranger, Champion of Raj, and the last one, It Came from the Desert, PC for Cinemaware 1991. Level 9 Computing is number 1.
I'll be honest, I've not heard of half those games, so I'm going to say like 23.
I would say maybe like 20. I don't want to say 25 because I don't want to just...
Yeah, there might be some garbage.
There might be something worse than that. I'm willing to say 21.
Let's stay out with 21.
21?
Yep, what was the name of
Okay,
it?
21.
Level 9 Computing. Number 2, Just Enix. Not Square Enix, but Just Enix.
Just Enix.
Just Enix, a Japanese multimedia publisher who handled and oversaw video games, manga, guidebooks, and merchandise, founded in 1975. The developers Yuji Horii, Koshi Nakamura, artist Akira Toriyama. One of the earliest successful RPGs for the console spawned a franchise of the same name, Dragon Quest, which became Enix's best known product. It became defunct 21 years ago after it merged with Square.
Oh, yeah, so right before Square Enix.
Yeah, so this is before, and the list of games on here include Dragon Quest 2, 3, 4, ActRaiser, Soul Blazer, Evo, Search for Eden, The Seventh Saga, Paladin's Quest, ActRaiser 2, Illusion of Gaia, Dragon Warrior 1 and 2, Robo Trek, Mystic Arc, Terranigma, Star Ocean, Busta Groove 1 and 2, and Doki Doki Donsetsu for the Game Boy Color.
I'm going to go for like a 13.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean...
They have some big names, but I feel like there's going to be bigger
I'll put it
ones.
like this. So I will say that Enix definitely made a mark with Dragon Quest, which still has titles coming out to this fucking day. And I know it's because of their relationship with Square, but yeah, I'm fine with 13.
Number 3, Activision, an American video game publisher based in Santa Monica, California. Activision is one of the largest third-party video game publishers in the world and was the top United States publisher in 2016. The parent of this is Activision Blizzard from 2008 to present. Notable games published, they had a whole bunch.
Yeah, Tony Hawk.
For the Atari. Yeah. So, well, starting with the Atari back in the 80s, they had like boxing, ice hockey, Kaboom, Stampede, Laser Blast, the Pitfall series, River Raid. Moving on to the 90s, they had the Quake series.
Oh, yeah.
Vigilante 8, Call to Power, the Tony Hawk series, Star Trek, the X-Men series in the 2000s, the Spider-Man series from 2000 to 2014,
yeah.
Wolfenstein, Doom, Gun, Guitar Hero from 2006 to 2015, and a little-known series called Call of Duty. Number 3 for Activision.
I'm saying number 2 or 3.
I'm going with 2.
2? Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
That's like top tier
Yeah,
publishers.
absolutely. You say Activision, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'm ready. Yeah, this is it.
Number 4, ID or id Software, an American video game developer based in Richardson, Texas, founded in February 1st, 1991 by 4 members of the computer company Softdisk. John Carmack, John Romeo, game designer Tom Hall, and artist Adrian Carmack. Founded 1991, 34 years later, it is still pumping, known mostly for the Wolfenstein, Doom, Quake, and Rage series. Number 4, id Software.
I'll say 3 or 4. Without it, there was no Doom.
I'll go number 4.
4?
Yeah, 4, absolutely. I mean, Wolfenstein and fucking Doom.
Yeah,
come
the godfathers of first-person shooters.
Yeah, absolutely. If we were to put anything that had to do with the creation of Doom lower than like 10, I'm pretty sure that our podcast would be banned off of multiple continents.
Number 5, Midway.
Ooh.
Midway Games, formerly Midway Manufacturing and Bally Midway, for those of you who play pinball. American video game company, existed from 1950 1958 to 2010. Midway's franchises included Mortal Kombat, Rampage, Spy Hunter, NBA Jam, Cruisin', and NFL Blitz. Midway also acquired the rights to video games that were originally developed by WMS Industries and Atari games such as Defender, Joust, Gauntlet, which are a huge three in the Atari department, Robotron 2084, and the Rush series. Number 5, Midway.
The birth of Mortal Kombat. I would absolutely put this.
Is it better than id?
Oh, God. Oh, God, this one's a tough one. I would say somewhere between 10 or 11.
Ooh, that low?
Yes.
I was going to say like 3 or 5.
I know what it is, but all right.
You want to split it and say like a 7?
Can we split it at 8?
I'm down for 8.
I'm just, we're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're only a fifth of the way through the list, and I don't want to, because I just know that we're going to end up blowing I don't want to blow our entire top 5 in the first 5.
Not too early.
Well, I guarantee
slow.
you. Well, you're not going to be able to take it slow because number 6 is Rare.
Oh, fuck.
A British video game developer, studio of Xbox Game Studios, based in, oh boy, I'm going to get butchered by the Victory Achievement guys if I get this wrong. Twycross, Leicester. Rare's games span the platform, first-person shooter, action-adventure, fighting, and racing genres. Most popular games include Battletoads, Donkey Kong, and the Banjo-Kazooie series, as well as a little game called GoldenEye 007, Perfect Dark, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Viva Pinata, and more recently, Sea of Thieves, founded 40 years ago this year.
Wow.
Yeah, happy anniversary to Rare. 40 years ago.
10.
6?
Rare is number 6.
I'm fine with going with number 10.
10. Oh, I feel like it's better than Midway.
7.
7. I'll take 7.
7 for Rare?
We're burning through the top ones here.
You are.
That's why I said 10. That's why I said
But
that.
Rare, it's GoldenEye, man. Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah, and these are really great games. Unfortunately, none of these games fucking exist anymore. They don't have any longevity to them. That's why I was going where I was. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Did I hear you say longevity in video games? Number 7, Virgin Interactive Entertainment.
Okay, well,
Avalon Interactive Group, formerly known as Virgin, was a British video game distributor based within Europe that formerly traded as the video game publishing and distributing division of British conglomerate Virgin Group. Ran 1983 to 1998, officially defunct. Some of the games that were here, I think you probably won't recognize a lot of them, but once we get to the more recent ones, you'll recognize them. They have Falcon Patrol 1 and 2, The Biz, Hunter Patrol, Clue, Master Detective, Risk, the World Conquest game. So they got a little bit into the board game series. Dune 1 and 2, Floor 13, The Terminator, Monopoly Deluxe, Chuck Rock 2, Son of Chuck, Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, Cool Spot, Cheat Cheese, Pro Challenge Golf, Super Caesar's Palace, Disney's Aladdin, RoboCop versus the Terminator.
Super Caesars was the gambling one, right?
Yeah, it sure was. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Earthworm Jim, only in Europe. Walt Disney's The Jungle Book, The Lion King. Yeah. F1 Challenge, Demolition Man. I'm just kind of going through some of them here. Kyle Petty's No Fear Racing, The Mask. Europe and PC version of Resident Evil.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Time Commando, Grand Slam, Agent Armstrong, NHL Power Play 98, Resident Evil 2 in Europe only, the Street Fighter Collection 2 European rights. We go on and on. Virgin Entertainment, number 7.
They're just a subsidiary of Capcom, pretty much.
Essentially, and they got the rights to a lot of Disney games and a lot of board games too.
I'm going to go like 18 or 19.
Ooh, that's
18's good.
low.
I'm good with 18.
Okay.
I mean, they weren't bangers by any means.
Don't get me wrong, I know that Weldy has a soft spot for those Disney games because he loves losing in them, but I know
I
18
do.
is 18's a good spot.
Number 8, probably the most controversial considering the recent developments with the Victory Achieve boys, Blizzard Entertainment. American video game developer and publisher in Irvine, California, and a subsidiary of Activision Blizzard, originally founded in 1991. Highly influential, massively multiplayer online role-playing game, World of Warcraft, as well as Diablo, StarCraft, and Overwatch. But some of its early games included Blackthorn, The Death and Rise of Superman, The Lost Vikings 2, and a little game called Rock and Roll Racing. All the Diablo games, the original Warcraft, StarCraft, which is huge. Shout out to our South Korea community, all 2 of them. And then they eventually went on to do Overwatch and Heroes of the Storm.
I'm going to go 11.
Whoo! Okay.
Damn. Okay.
I'm agreeing with him, gang. Y'all want to jump Andy because he said that Fortnite ain't that good. And he said Fortnite and Overwatch ain't that good. Remember, this is
Fortnite.
Andy's.
They didn't do Fortnite, did they?
No, Blizzard didn't do
Sorry,
no,
I'm sorry.
Blizzard-
I'm sorry. He said Overwatch. I'm sorry. He said Overwatch.
Yeah, Overwatch and World of
apologies.
Warcraft.
Oh, bro. Okay. You telling me that you don't love some Leroy Jenkins?
I'm gonna say Rare is better than Blizzard, and so is Midway.
11 it is, kids. 11 it is.
Number 9, Atlas
Oh.
Company is a Japanese video game developer, publisher, arcade manufacturer located in Tokyo. Subsidiary of Sega, known for the Megami Tensei, Persona, Eternian Odyssey, and Trauma Center series. This has a little soft spot for your boy here. Founded April 7th, 1986, so happy 38 years ago when this comes out. Defunct October 1st, 2010. Atlas is number 9.
I'm gonna stick it near Virgin Interactive. I'm thinking maybe 17, maybe 16.
Okay, I'm good with 17.
17? Okay.
Yeah.
Number 10, LucasArts.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, well known for their point-and-click graphic adventure games, their style tended towards the humorous, often irreverent or slapstick humor, with the exception of Loom and The Dig. Games included Labyrinth, Maniac Mansion, The Secret of Monkey Island and Monkey Island 2, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Day of the Tentacle, Sam and Max Hit the Road.
Giant Star
Why
Wars.
is Zombies Ate My Neighbors not on here?
Oh, burn.
Why is Zombies Ate My Neighbors not on this list?
Oof. Sorry, but that game sucks.
That's asinine. I almost want to turn this entire Day of the Tentacle is the whole reason there's tentacles in Zombies Ate My Neighbors in the hidden level.
So 25?
I'm willing to put it at 20.
I was gonna go a little higher. I was being an ass.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Sam and Max is pretty good.
I guess Zombies Ate My Neighbors, it's half LucasArts and half Konami, which
Yeah.
Konami also not on this list because I figured that would be, like I said, I wanted ones to kind of,
I could do 19.
Okay, 19. Boy, you really hated Sam and Max.
I like Sam. That's one of my favorite games.
Weldy is just stewing over there right now, man.
a little. Number 11, Single Track, an American video game developer founded in 1994 by Michael Ryder, Todd Kelly, and Michael Bartholomew. Its most famous titles were the Twisted Metal and Jet Moto video game series. In its heyday, it was closely associated with the Sony Computer Entertainment System, with whom they produced the above two series. So you get Twisted Metal and Jet Moto, defunct in 2000. Single Track,
That's all
here
they
at
did?
number 11.
Those are top games.
Oh, we've got Warhawk, Twist Metal 1 and 2, Jet Moto 1 and 2, Critical Depth, Rogue Trip Vacation 2012, Streak Hoverboard Racing, Outwars, and Animorphs Shattered Reality before it closed down in 2000 and was bought out by Infogrames.
I'm shooting maybe 20 or 22.
Yeah, what did you say, Andy? 22?
Yeah, they didn't do much. Twisted Metal, yes, but that's all they did.
I mean, yeah, so realistically, I will say that Twisted Metal 2 is probably one of the best Battle Royale games of all time. And Jet Moto is absolutely one of the best racing games of all time, too. But 22 is probably where it's going to end up at. Those two series alone, it just can't carry an entire company, unfortunately. Which showed because they ended up dying out and getting bought out by somebody else, so...
That's fair. Number 12, Sierra Entertainment. Yeah. American video game developer, founded in 1979 by Ken and Roberto Williams. A company known for pioneering the graphic adventure game genre, including Mystery House. It is known for its graphical adventure game series King's Quest, Space Quest, Police Quest, Gabriel Knight, Leisure Suit Larry, and Quest for Glory, and is the original publisher of Valve's Half-Life series, defunct 17 years ago in 2008.
Whoa, what the heck were they still producing?
Damn.
Currently, the Sierra brand is under Microsoft's ownership through its gaming division following the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. For those of you keeping score at home, Sierra, number 12.
16? I don't know. That's pretty low.
I'm
23?
23. Sorry to everybody who really loves Half-Life, but sorry, guys, you're not getting a Half-Life 3.
Yeah, but when I think of Half-Life, I'm thinking
Valve.
Steam.
Or Steam. Yeah, Steam Valve. Yeah, I got you. It was funny because I think the only Sierra game that I remember was I had a game on my PC. One of the very first PC games I ever owned was Craftsman Truck Racing. And boy, howdy, did I play the hell out of that game. I played the hell out of that game when I was younger. It was great. It was awesome. Number 13. It's a big heavy hitter. It's Namco. Japanese multinational video game entertainment company founded in 1955. One of the most influential figures in the world coin op and arcade industry. Namco produced several multi-million game franchises, including Pac-Man, Galaxian, Tekken, Hales, Ridge Racer, and Ace Combat. It was defunct March 31st, 2006. The successor is Bandai Namco, one of the world's largest publishers of video game arcade games, having published over 300 titles since 1978.
This is number one. Very clearly, this is number
What?
one.
Ooh.
Yes.
Are you crapping me?
Are you joshing me right now, bro? You don't think Namco's number one? Are you what?
I mean, Pac-Man, sure, but
Bro,
like, there's got to be better than.
You have got to be. You have at this. I think we're actually going to have a fight about this one.
Maybe.
You think that there is a better defunct title than Namco?
I can't think of any off the top
You're
of my
going to
head.
fuck around, and we're going to end up giving up our number one spot to some garbage shit when we literally have number one right here in front of us.
In my head, I'm thinking THQ.
That's fine. We still have some spots in like the top 10. There's number 3 for that one.
What else? I'm trying to think of any other big ones that Weldy's not going to give you hints on.
Absolutely not giving you any hints on any of these.
Man, fine. Number one.
Oh, no,
You say that so.
Namco?
Why you say that so disgustingly? I'm promising you, no one is going to argue with a list that has Namco as number fucking one. No one.
So we come out with something else and it's in number 25 because we fucked up.
Well, then it shouldn't have sucked.
We sucked for being last on the list.
Yes, and I know that's what Weldy is waiting for because he's gonna fuck us real good with
He
that.
is smirking.
There's about 3 heavy hitters left on this list. Personally, I don't think it's going to give Activision and id a run. I don't know if it'll give Namco, though. I won't give it away, but we're at number 14 right now. And 14 is Ocean Software. British software development company, became one of the biggest European video game developers in the 80s and 90s. Founded in 1983, defunct 1998. It was acquired by Infogrames as well. Listed games includes The Addams Family, the Batman series of games, Cool World, Dennis the Menace, Eek the Cat, Jurassic Park that I like to speedrun, Knight Rider, Lethal Weapon, Miami Vice. You're getting a theme here.
It's a bunch of licensed games that are super slippery.
They got licensed games to a whole bunch of movies. RoboCop, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Top Gun, Transformers, Waterworld, which by the way has a really great soundtrack in case you're curious, and WWF WrestleMania. They also had arcade conversions, Arachnoid, Combat School, Danky Kang, Guerrilla War, Hunchback, Konami's Golf and Konami Tennis, Midnight Resistance, Pang, not Pong, Pang, Renegade, Salamander, Shadow Warriors, Battle Command, Choplifter, Clay Fighter, FIFA International Soccer in 1994, Inferno, Jersey Devil in 97. They had one of the original rights to the PAL version of Madden 95, Mr. Nuts, Micro Machines, Super James Pond, True Pinball, Whizball, WizKid, Worms X2, and Zero Divide. Oceans sits at number 14.
I'm going to say like 14.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Just under Enix.
Oh, okay. Easy enough.
I was gonna say 20, but 14 is a good spot.
There's some bangers on there.
There really aren't. There really aren't. There's a lot.
There's not. There's a lot of garbage.
They were
Yeah,
kind of poopy. They were poofy for what they were worth. But I mean, it was good. It was entertaining.
They were absolutely just there just to sell merchandise and trying to grab at kids who their parents were like, oh, well, you know, we saw this movie. You should get the game for it. I can guarantee that those fucking games suck. But upwards and onwards. Number 15, Weldy.
Is Jaleco, a corporate brand name used by 2 previously connected video game developers based in Japan. The company was acquired in 2000 by PCCW, rebranded as PCCW Japan. Founded October 3rd, 1974, and defunct May 21st, 2014. Best known for its home console video games produced in the 80s and 90s, including City Connection, Bases Loaded, Ninja Jajamaru-kan, Exerion, Idol Genshi Sushi Pai, and Rushing Beat. The North American division, Deleco USA, produced a number of titles for the NES and SNES, including Maniac Mansion, Pinball Quest, and R-Type 3. Jaleco sits at number 15.
So Jaleco, is this spelled Gelaco?
It is Jaleco.
Bunch of bases loaded games.
Well, I'm personally gonna say I don't know. Many
Yeah,
of them.
like 24, maybe 20.
Give me a second. Hold on, because I'm almost positive that we had, if I can find it here.
So LGN is the other one in my mind, and that's going to be like 25 for sure.
Okay. Yeah, let's what'd you say, Andy? I'll go with that.
20. I said 20.
20 is fine.
Okay, just a reminder, you have 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, and 24 and 25 left. And one of those spots is going to be filled by our number 16 game, Crystal Dynamics, an American video game developer based in San Mateo, California. Founded July 8th, 1992. 2 says it's still going on because of the Legacy of Kain, Gex, and a little series called motherfucking Tomb Raider. Square Enix Limited was the parent between 2009 and 2022.
Did you say Gex? Did you toss Gex in there?
I sure did.
Okay.
Gex, Solar Eclipse, Crash and Burn, Tomb Raider Legend, Tomb Raider Anniversary, Tomb Raider Underworld, Laura Guardian of the Night, the 2013 Tomb Raider, 2015 Rise of Tomb Raider. They leaned really heavy into this. And it is rumored that they are going to go in to remake Perfect Dark. It's just rumored. It's on Wikipedia, so it has to be true.
Yes.
You have number 16.
I'm going to go with probably 16 or 15.
I
Maybe
think
12.
I think 12 is a good spot for this one because if they had anything to do with the remaking, with the rebirthing of Legacy of Kain, because I just saw that Soul Reavers 1 and 2 were just remaking, then I will absolutely be excited for if they still have a hand in it, remaking of Perfect Dark. I played that 2013 Tomb Raider game and the follow-up to it. Those are both really fun fucking games. I'm absolutely fine with doing 12 or 15.
So what are we taking?
12.
Crystal Dynamics, number 12?
12, yep.
Number 17, Natsumi Atari. Formerly Natsumi Co. Limited from 1987 to 2013 is a Japanese video game developer and publisher based in Shinjuku, Tokyo, Japan, and is known for developing licensed titles and mobile games. The products mostly include Lufia, Pocky and Rocky, and Wild Guns. Also include Dungeon Magic, Sword of the Elements, Power Blade, Shadow of the Ninja, Ninja Gaiden Shadow, Spanky's Quest, shout out Spanky, Shatterhand, Chaos World, The Jetsons, Power Blade 2, Renegade, Pocky and Rocky 2, Wild Guns, The Ninja Warriors, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in 1994, and Natsumi Championship Wrestling. Natsumi sits at number 17.
Okay, I'm going to say something really controversial just to get that out of the way. 25.
Ooh, that bad?
I'm not saying it's bad. I just have higher hopes for like the next like 8.
LGN has to be in here. It has to be in here.
Are you holding out for that
Yeah,
one?
LGN is fucking stink.
Okay, all right, fine.
I'll take 24 though.
24 then.
24?
Yeah, it's not that I think it sucks. It's just I don't think that any of these titles were real bangers. Not in the North American market, at least.
Yes.
Number 18. Remember how I said we had some heavy hitters left on the list? HAL Laboratory.
That's Smash Brothers right there.
Yep,
Yeah,
it sure
Kirby.
is. 1991, second office opened. It founded in 1980, February 21st, 1980. Japanese video game developer in Chiyoda, Tokyo. The company started out developing games for home computers of the era, but has established a strong relationship with Nintendo, often referred to as a second-party developer. Kind of slides through the list here. Company best known for Kirby, Mother, and the first 2 Super Smash games, and HAL Wrestling, Kabuki Quantum Fighter, NCAA Basketball, Balloon Fight, Mock Rider, Golf, and Pinball for the original NES, Joust, Defender 2, Vegas Dream for the NES, and then eventually they went to Famicom Grand Prix 2 3D Hot Rally, Ghostbusters 2, HAL's Hole-in-One Golf, Kirby's Dream Land, Kirby's Adventure, Kirby's Pinball Land, Earthbound,
Well, you said Mother, so I had to
Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby's Avalanche, SimCity 2000, Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Pinball, SimCity 64, the OG Super Smash, and then Super Smash Melee, and then like 96 other Kirby games, including Nightmare in Dreamland, Air Ride, The Amazing Mirror. They're still making games 2023. The most recent one they had 2023, Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe.
that was fun.
That was such a fun game.
HAL sits at 18.
I'm
Good
saying
luck.
6.
5.
5? I'll take 5.
5. Absolutely 5. Anything that has to do with the creation of Smash Brothers and Smash Brothers Melee, that's easily top 5. All the Kirby titles right there just help support it. The Pokemon Snap game, that also was a big banger. So yeah, 5. Absolutely. I'm willing to give that the 5 spot, which we still have our number 3 still, Andy. So our top 5 still aren't rounded out yet.
And it could very well be held by the number 19 slot, Mindscape, a video game developer and publisher from Northbrook, Illinois, originally part of SFN Companies. Mindscape went public in 1988, was acquired in 1990 by the software Toolworks, eyeing Mindscape's Nintendo license. When Toolworks was acquired by Pearson PLC in 1994, Mindscape became the primary identity for the development group. Mindscape was then sold to The The Learning Company in 1998. Founded 1983, defunct September 2011. Fate was judicial liquidation. Overseas subsidiaries continue to operate independently. Notable titles include Balance of Power, Moonstone, A Hard Day's Night, Legend, Warhammer, Warhammer Dark Omen, and Lego Island. Also, the original James Bond Goldfinger in 1986, Roadrunner, Indiana Jones Temple of Doom in 1988, Prince of Persia, Sim Earth, Sim Ant, Mad Max, Sim Life, Star Wars Chess, Cyberspeed, Warhammer, Shadow of the Horned Rat, Pool Champion, Prince of Persia 3D. The most recent entry was Golden Balls in 2008.
You're just going to skip over Paperboy.
Did I skip over Paperboy?
Yeah. I was looking down the list. I was like, damn, no love for Paperboy. Okay.
Fuck Paperboy.
I did skip over it because I was reading Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and then went straight to Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. I did skip. Yeah. Amazing Paperboy delivers. Mindscape number 19. Kids, what do you got?
Man.
6.
What? Fuck. Ever.
Okay, you got mad at me about that.
It's going to have to be 16. 16 or 25.
16 it is. Why would you give it to 25? Why would you do that?
I mean, there's a few games, but I'm mad at it be Atlas and Virgin Interactive and LucasArts.
Okay.
Number 20, the other half of Square Enix. Just Square. Yeah, known by the brand Square Soft, founded in 1986. There's a whole bunch of games on here.
Just say literally every Final Fantasy.
Yep, every Final Fantasy.
Every Final Fantasy.
Chrono Trigger.
Yep, Mana, Front Mission, Saga, Mana. In 2001, the company saw financial troubles due to the commercial failure of Final Fantasy The Spirits Within, which led Sakaguchi to leave the company. Following the success of Final Fantasy X and Kingdom Hearts, negotiations went into the merger in April 2003, forming Square Enix. So yes, your Final Fantasy and your Chrono Trigger all right here in one spot, kiddos.
I'm fine putting it by 10.
I'm fine putting it at 10. I really wish I would have thought about it ahead of time and we could have put Square at 12 and Enix at 13. It could have been Square Enix. Oh well. Hindsight's 2020. I mean, Final Fantasy, that's it. I can't in good faith put Final Fantasy under the top 10. There's no way. It has to be in the top 10. No other fucking franchise is well known. Especially when you add Chrono Trigger and, what was it? Kingdom Hearts isn't Square. That's a combination of the two. But still, yeah, I'm good with 10.
Remember how I said I had heavy hitters left on the list? Number 21, Tecmo. Yeah,
Tecmo
founded 1967. Subsidiary Tecmo Inc., located in Torrance, California. Founded July 31st, 1967. Defunct 14 years ago on April 1st, 2010. Known for the Captain Tsubaba, Dead or Alive, Deception, Fatal Frame, Gallop Racer, Monster Rancher, Ninja Gaiden, Rygar, Star Force, and Tecmo Bowl video game series. And hit with such arcade games as Bomb Jack, Gridiron Fight, and Tekken World Cup.
They do Dead or Alive? Am I reading that right?
Yeah, it says it on here. Tecmo sits at number 21.
What if we do 15?
I'll take it. Right there by Ocean and Mindscape. Mindscape
Where are you putting at?
15.
15.
Number 22, Hudson Soft.
Ooh.
Japanese video game company released games from the 1980s to the 2000s. It was located in the Midtown Tower in Tokyo. Hudson Soft's mascot is a bee named Chisuki.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
That's
Fuck.
adorable. That's adorable. Founded 1973, defunct March 1st, 2012. Its fate, it was absorbed by Konami. The video game releases:
Bomberman, Adventure Island,
Star Soldier,
Bonk's Adventure,
Load Runner,
the Mario Party series,
The Mario Party series, yeah.
Fusion Frenzy for you Xbox fans, yes.
Fusion Frenzy.
Yep, so Hachisuki and Hudson Soft are at number 22.
I'm going to say 9 for Hudson.
Yeah. Yep, I'll say 9. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. Some garbage is going to end up at fucking number 3.
Yep, we're 6.
Yep.
Put it on us. Put the lava in my eyes.
Oh man, I love the fact that you're waiting for one, and I'm totally edging you for it.
There's only 3 spots.
Save that for the bedroom, bud.
Mm-hmm. Well, hold on.
While we're still alive, Weldy, Jesus Christ.
I can't find the original. Why is it not on here? I'm finding the information about this next one. I found the games list, but I can't find the Wikipedia page about it.
Maybe there is no Wikipedia page.
That's how defunct it is.
Oh, Here we go. It's Williams, American Electronic Gaming and Amusement Manufacturer in Enterprise, Nevada. It was merged into Scientific Games in 2016. The predecessor was the Williams Manufacturing Company. For those of you who like pinball, this is right up your alley. It's Pong long clone paddleball, eventually creating a number of video game classics, including Defender, Joust, and Robotron 2084. After Dragon Lair popularized Laserdisc games, they came out with one of their own called Star Rider, which actually lost $50 million for the company. In 1988, Williams acquired Bally Midway, the consolidated amusement game subsidiary of Bally Manufacturing. Basically, they went halvesies on Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam, and then they started focusing on pinball. They released a number of innovative pinball games such as Gorgar, Firepower, Black Knight, which is Pinball 101. Black Knight is Pinball 101. Jungle Lord, Space Shuttle, Comet, High Speed, Pinbot, Cyclone, and Taxi. Resurgence of pinball during from 89 to 90 included Black Knight 2000, Funhouse, which is a great one, Terminator 2, and The Getaway High Speed 2. The only reason I know this is because I go to a place up in city near us that has a shit ton of pinball machines, and I love these machines. Williams is a 23.
So do we want to blow it on 25 or 6? They did help with Midway, so I mean, Mortal Kombat, Cruising,
Well, hey,
NBA Jam.
man, god damn it, I should have put Howl at 3. I should have. Let's god damn it.
This is a bad list. Bad list.
This is a bad list. Let's put it at 25. I'll put it at 25.
All right.
Hold on. Wait. Let's do it at 6. I can do it. God damn it.
LJN has to be in there and THQ. Please tell me those two are left.
6. Okay, we're putting it at 6, Andy. So the next two ones are either number 3 or number 25. So
All right, number 24, Data East.
Fuck you.
Japanese video game, pinball, and electronic engineering company in operation from 1976 to 2003, released 150 video game titles. At one time, the company had annual sales of 20 billion yen in the United States, but eventually went bankrupt. Founded April 20th, 1976, went defunct June 25th, 2003. A list of video games by them include Astro Fighter, Treasure Island, Burger Time, Tag Team Wrestling, Code Command, Karate Champ, Kung Fu Master, Peter Pepper's Ice Cream Factory?
I think that was a sequel to Burger Time.
Oh, interesting. The Cliffhanger, Super Burger Time, Captain America and the Avengers, Joe and Mac,
Bump and Jump. I see that on here.
Lemmings, Karnov's Revenge, Windjammers, Musical Drop 2, Electric Boogaloo. And then for the Famicom, Donald Land, Rampage in 88, Al Unser's Turbo Racing, Dash Galaxy in the Asylum, Bo Jackson Baseball, Joe and Mac, and made Joe and Mac for the Game Boy and the Super NES. Fighter's History, Magical Drop 2.
Where do you want to put it?
Data East.
I'm making you the bad guy. You pick it.
yeah, fuck you. You're making me the bad guy because you know whatever the next one is makes me the super bad guy. Fuck you. Whatever, man. This is trash. 25.
25.
Whatever.
I swear to God.
I hope you enjoy your fucking number 3, Andy.
This is all Weldy. This is all on Weldy. He misguided us.
He did not. I should have argued more on some of these, man. I should have. I really should have. I'm so fucking glad I fought for Namco being at number 1. I am so fucking glad for
that's
that one.
Fair.
All right, Weldy, go ahead. What's our number 3?
Beam Software.
Who the fuck is Beam Software?
Glad you asked. It's an Australian video game development studio founded in 1980 by Alfred Milgram and Naomi Benson, based in Melbourne, Australia. Aussie. Founded 1980, defunct October 15th, 2010. Products include Castle of Terror, Strike Force, Asterisk and the Magic Cauldron, Inspector Gadget and the Circus of Fear, 720, Back to the Future 2 and 3, NBA All-Star Challenge, The Punisher, Battle Chess, Choplifter. Okay, you guys get Smash TV.
That definitely makes it number 3.
That's all. You get Smash TV and Super Smash TV and NFL Quarterback Club, George Foreman's KO Boxing, Choplifter 3,
God.
The Simpsons Itchy and Scratchy in Miniature Golf Madness, Super International Cricket, True Lies.
Ooh, they made a game of that?
Caesar's Palace, GP 500, and then as Infogrames Melbourne House, Le Mans 24 Hours, Space Race, Men in Black 2, Transformers Test Drive. Eventually they came out with Viva Pinata, Star Wars, The Clone Wars, Republic Heroes, The Clone Wars Lightsaber Duels, Seen It, The Force Unleashed.
Okay.
So there you go. You made up for it. Viva
still
Pinata,
don't know.
Party
we-
Animals,
no,
It
we
sounds
did
like
not.
they combined with Rare there.
and Blade Kitten Episode 2.
Absolutely fuck this list. Absolutely fuck
This
this
has to have a
list.
sequel. That was fucked.
That was awesome. I cannot fucking believe that worked that way. That was great. So from 25 to 1, Andy, do you have it for us, kid?
You want me to go all the way?
If you'd like.
Okay, 25, Data East. 24, Natsumi Atari. 23, Sierra. 22, Single Track. 21, Level 9 Computing. Number 20, Jalico. 19, LucasArts. Number 18, Virgin Interactive. 17, Atlas. 16, Mindscape. 15, Tecmo. 14, Ocean. 13, Enix. 12, Crystal Dynamics. 11, Blizzard. 10, Square. 9, Hudson Soft. 8, Midway. 7, Rare. 6, Somehow the Fuck Williams Games. 5, HAL Laboratory. 4, id Software. 3, What the Fuck Beam Software. 2, Activision. And thank you, Ricky, number 1, Namco. That was fucked.
If it's one thing on this list that I'm happy I fought for, it's that one, because Andy was like, what were you talking about? Like number fucking low down on the list. And
That wasn't that low. I was going to be
Was
like,
it chance you were going to
6%.
gamble with number 1?
Yeah, well, I was expecting THQ to pop up.
No, I did not put.
I'm depressed that THQ didn't pop up.
No, I left a lot of big heavy hitters
Yeah.
off. Like, you gotta think, I inherently left Capcom.
Well, you said that at the beginning, so that's
I left
That's fine,
Capcom
that-
and I left EA off the list on purpose.
Yeah.
I tried to leave some of those bigger ones. I know THQ would have been a good one to put on there, but
I'm
I don't know
depressed.
about you guys. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, fuck you.
yeah, fuck you. You know what? I'm going to come up with one of these fucking lists so that I can force you to
There
be
we
a
go.
part of it one of these goddamn
Yeah,
times.
there we go.
But until you do that, if you have a list you want us to go through, make sure you hit us up at our website or email, not our website, our email address. What's our email address, Andy?
Our email is retrosmashed@gmail.com, retrosmashed@gmail.com, retrosmashed@gmail.com. We do sort of have websites, I guess. You can follow us on Twitter at retro_smashed. You can follow us on Blue Sky at retrosmashed, YouTube, retrosmashed, Patreon, retrosmashed. $1 will get you that shout out. Shout out to Dan H. Streetcar, and also shout out to our friend Curtis / Zombie Loves Pie. I don't know which one you want me to call you by, so I'll just toss both in there. $3 will also get you the ability to get the stickers and a shirt if I got one. Still, honestly, if you just want some stickers, just like message Weldy or I'll just send you some stickers. You don't have to spend the $3.
By the way, I have enough third-party developers. We can do the sequel.
Yes,
If
we're
you-
going to have to.
Do you guys want a rematch next week?
Maybe. I can't remember what's on the docket.
Oh, we can push that back.
Maybe.
If you guys want to redo, we can totally get a redo in there, and I'll throw some booty cheeks one in there because I didn't even throw in 989 Studios.
Yeah, I was going to say Team 17.
What do they got?
Worms.
Like 989 has like 3 games, and they're like what, the Twisted Metal games?
They did a lot of sports games. They did
Yeah,
like Game
okay.
Day 2000 to 2005.
We do not have anything on the docket.
Oh, so it's gonna be.
Stay tuned, folks.
That's right. Happy time, people. Happy 28th anniversary Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Released back in 1997. A lot of good ones today. Well, by the way, let's get the elephant out of the room. Happy 25th anniversary to the PS2. Released
yep.
25 years ago in Japan today. Happy 26th anniversary to Pepsi Man for the PlayStation.
Pepsi Man.
And you wanted Conker's Fur Day. You got it 24 years ago. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Fatal Frame 23 years ago. There was a good 4-pack released 17 years ago. And when I say it had a little bit for everybody, 17 years ago on this date in 2008, there was a little bit of something for everybody because they had Anno 1701, God of War Chains of Olympus for the PSP, MLB 08 The Show, and Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War, all released on this date in 2008.
Did you say Silent Hill?
I did not. No.
That's 26 years ago in Japan.
Ooh.
The Simpsons arcade was 37 years ago. Happy trails to John Candy, passed away 31 years ago.
Man, if we want to give a couple more happy trails, we should also do a happy trails to Gene Hackman and his wife and their
Yep.
dog. And then we should also do a happy trails to Michelle Trachtenberg as well.
Yep,
If in
yep.
case you guys don't know who Michelle is, she was, for all of our millennials, she was Harriet the Spy. She was also in Buffy, or for those who
Eurotrip.
might have been, Eurotrip as well as the sister. So,
And Gossip Girl.
and Gossip Girl. There you go.
39 years old.
I would like to, because I think that this episode is released, at the end of the month? I just would like to say happy birthday to my wonderful, loving partner, Shauna. I love you so fucking much, and I'm so glad that I have you in my life, and I'm so glad that I have your encouragement and your support to continue to do this podcast and for you to keep pushing me to do things that I love and enjoy. So you guys should all say happy birthday to her as well, because if it was not for her...
Happy birthday.
Birthday to you.
That's right. And I will be sure to give you the Mr. President, happy birthday, Mr. President dance later.
Whoa.
After you listen
Pop
to
out the
this.
cake.
Talk about the yes.
I am. I'm going to come dressed out as Marilyn Monroe wearing the dress. And I'm going to give you the old, JFK treatment right before I blow your mind.
Damn.
Damn.
it, you beat me to the joke.
For half a second, I thought you were going to say Marilyn Manson.
Gross.
Well, then he'd be doing that himself then.
Yeah. First I need to go and get a rib removed before I could actually do that to myself. But
How that was on every elementary school playground. Every kid, like, they couldn't freaking spell their own name, but they knew like Marilyn Manson had the rib removed so he could suck his own dick.
Jesus.
Happy reminder to take ibuprofen for your back because we have a classic
Oh, boy.
that has now reached its 16th birthday, which now makes it retro. Resident Evil 5
Oh. Ooh.
in Japan, released today, 16 years ago in Japan, 2009.
okay.
Happy anniversary to Chicago, incorporated as a city with a population of 4,200 people on this date in 1837.
I was thinking of the band.
Oh,
25624.
the song that every high school band does. Happy 101st anniversary to King Tut's tomb being opened. Egyptian government opened the mummy case of King Tutankhamun, ruler of Egypt, and eventually played by Steve Martin on SNL. For the final happy trails, because we got April Fool's Day coming up here when this is coming out, happy trails going down the wrong trail. Race runners in Glasgow were sent in the wrong direction after a prankster buried arrow signs and pointed them down a path not part of the trail. In Castle Milk Woodlands on Sunday, they were sent down the wrong path by a member of the public pretending to be a marshal. The prankster buried arrow signs meant to keep runners on the right track and instead changed the direction of the route with another sign. They also pointed participants toward the wrong part of the trail, causing concern for safety as runners were marshaled into an unmarked area. Organizer Acorn Trail said it was left with bitterness, anger, and disappointment after the stunt and apologized to those taking part. A spokesperson said, aside from an absolutely great day in race, I'm left with some bitterness, anger, and disappointment. Towards the end of the route, a member of the public took it upon themselves to bury a large route arrow and then move a smaller one to change the direction of the route. They then imitated a marshal and pointed runners in the incorrect direction.
Jeez.
The pettiness endangered runners, taking them away from the safety of a marked and marshaled course, forced them further into the park towards the road
Jesus.
and away from any first aid provision they could have potentially required. Makes me rather angry that anyone could be so reckless. In hindsight, it seems like I got the location incorrect and it needs more than course markings to assist runners. The company is offering a 50% discount to those affected for entry to their next event in March.
Oh, that's cool, at least.
That's pretty damn funny. That's a funny prank.
Well, no, besides till someone has a fucking heart attack.
Well, I mean, they're right next to the road.
Yeah, they get ran over.
Well, I mean, there's no better way to go out. I mean, if I'm having a heart attack, hit me with a car.
Jesus.
All right. You said you had some shout outs, kid?
Yes, I wanted to shout out a couple podcasts that have been following us on Blue Sky and such.
Ooh,
Yes.
go on.
So I want to shout out Retro Wars. It is a podcast. It's a weekly podcast. They do different video games every week, and he just kind of argues about different video games compared to other video games. So, like, he did Battletoads versus the Ninja Turtles, kind of.
Oh, okay.
That's
All
kind
right.
of interesting.
Nice. Okay. Well, yes. Thank you for following us.
Yes, Smashing Bricks. They are another retro game podcast. They do kind of insightfulness on like the history of the game and behind the scenes stuff you're not ever aware of. And like,
We don't do insightfulness around
no,
here.
ours is like, do you remember this? They're more insightful, like educated, not like us
You're
dummies.
giving your little brother the bad controller.
Yeah. Then also Survival Horror Podcast. That is the guy who does the voice of Chris Redfield, who's following us.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Shout out to him too.
Nice, nice.
He gets several people on his podcast. One time he had the 3 or 4 different Chris Redfields on the podcast
At the same time.
Yeah, they're just
kind of cool.
they're just all talking to each other. It's kind of funny.
That's
Were
neat.
they all punching rocks at the same time too?
Punching rocks for the win.
I'm almost positive that he is officially like, I hate this fucking podcast and I hate that fucking guy who makes that punching rocks joke every time.
Oh, speaking of people that can pick rocks, Andy, where can they find you?
About to kick the bucket.
Oh, God, don't do that.
Already said all the retro video game podcast things, so there you go.
All right, Ricky, where can they find you, kid?
You guys can unfortunately find me on Twitter sometimes, kind of like sniffing about every once in a while. I try Blue Sky. It's fine, but after curating your fucking algorithm for over a decade, it's a little bit more difficult to try to do the same thing, to recreate that same magic. Every occasionally, I will log into Twitter. I do not have the app downloaded, but I will surf on it on the actual website on my phone. So that should tell you how little attached I am to it. But you can still find me on Twitter. Oh my God, I almost said X. Gross. You can find me on Twitter at AfroKing89, where I have been tweeting out about John Cena's recent heel turn and how he's saying fuck them kids, and it's no longer Make-A-Wish Foundation, it's a Break-A-Wish Foundation. You can find me on Blue Sky at Ricky.mj, I think that's right, or Ricky MJ, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. It's Blue Sky, so I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's all I got, guys. I'm sorry. Those Mickeys caught up to me really quick.
I got you.
Your boy's feeling a little flush in the cheeks. It's like Weldy after he hasn't had a beer in forever.
I feel a little warm. You can find me at twitch.tv/WeldyTime. Whenever I'm on, anymore, I don't really have a set schedule because I'm too damn tired and I really don't care. But well, it's a little disheartening when I've lost like 3 followers in a week.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then I gained 3 subscribers on YouTube, which is great. So I guess you can follow me on YouTube. Yay! YouTube.tv/@WeldyTime.
I mean, I would consider that's a wash, but that's good.
I know. I will take that as a win. But it's funny because I do all the in front of people stuff on Twitch and lose followers, but then I take 10 seconds to find funny clips and put it on YouTube, and people are like, hey, I'll watch this. I am currently, right now, as we are talking, currently at 63 subscribers. I had 171 videos out, currently at 73,700 views.
Ooh,
that's good shit, man. Just keep up. Just keep
good.
up. Just keep up. Just keep it up. That's all you got to do. You just got to keep it up with the Blue Chew, and you'll be good.
Mm-hmm. I think after this week is over with the Do the Mario, I can get back into other things before Retrothon, and I'm hoping to do some other stuff before the end of the year. So, speaking of ending it all, we are out of time. So, for all of us here at the Retro Smash Video Game Podcast, good night, Canada.
Good night.
I don't know. I can't remember how the song goes. I ended it and I don't know the song.